I'm back, and now I think I should continue. In my opinion, when I do this work, I just forget any other things. Oh, just some just some signs during this time because there are some pass by, and I should continue to trying to express it that when I do this work, I think I just get other things like the dormitory, like the housework, homework, and other things. I should think this can make me focus. So here we go. And also, to my mind, when I make a review, it doesn't seem very perfect, very interesting. What I have performed not really good as I imagined. So there's no, I think I should do better. And now we continue to learn about the distribution function. Okay, I need to stand up to have a better efficiency, to have better state to do this work. Let's begin. The distribution function of a random variable. I should do some physical work so that it's not only practice my mind but also practice my body. There are two main parts. The first is the probability. The second one is the function, how to get the function of some variable. I think there. What is the distribution? If we don't go ahead, when you imagine what is the property of distribution function, let's just imagine. First, from its definition, it is just a range of the a property distribution function, and not is the distribution function. Okay, the distribution function means what is a statistical summary of the probability of the So one of its probability that when we do the integral or summation, all of the probability is just is equal to 1. Another thing is that I think there is some normal distribution. I don't think it's a little mess when I narrate. The first thing is that it is some way to draw the picture. The discrete case is that the 1x equal to 1, the fx equal to 1 is what in which is how much and so on. I don't have really specific clear mind about all the other probabilities. And here we go. The probability distribution function is what? Probability f is the I miss out that the fx that associates each other each real number x is the property that random x takes What is the distribution function? Oh, what is this? Not capital inverse, not capital F. Oh, I never read of that. Distribution function is a probability distribution function, and I think I should get the name from its meaning. The distribution is what is the distribution, and the probability distribution is that probability. The abbreviation for distribution function is d dot f dot. Some models use the cumulative distribution function. The cumulative distribution function is short for c dot d dot f dot. There is another representation of the statement to represent the whole system is the omega f and p. This is just the omega means what means the whole space f is what is the distribution function, and the p is just the specific probability of some event or some random variable. The probability of distribution function. Here we go. Let's repeat again. What is the property? I think the first thing that it's never be discrete because of the time. I think it's the same as the time. It never come back. This is the first thing. And then I say that when we get to the infinite, we get 0 and 1. This is the infinite property. The third thing is that this is a rejection from the probability distribution function to the distribution function. It is in the relationship of integral and differential. Maybe there are some property like, in my mind, there are some property like the continuous right point continuous. I don't have clear mind yet. Okay. It's always right. There are 300. It's always right continuous. That is fx equals to x variable. This means what means the 1x fx is less or equal to this. They are the same. How to prove that? I think it's very easy to understand, but how to prove it? I think it needs some understanding. This is just the understanding of the events in the space. The second thing is about limitation and the infinite. 1x is true, the x must be equal to x. This can be turned to rigorously using our computer. I don't think those things. This is the very good proof of the second property. Okay, the third property that I think is very important is that it's a right continuous. So what is here we go. Let y1 be a sequence of numbers that are decreasing such that limit yn equals to x, so that x then you have the intersection of all events. It's all the events intersection, so that by the continuity probability fx defined by this formula, so that x is less than. I don't think this is I don't understand well. I think it's directly right. I think it's not a property. I just think it's a definition. Okay, let's discuss about the range and the subset of real line. is that x belongs to some error, and that means the x omega is some. Oh, this is some value belongs to some error, that is to say, by means of readable, we can use this denotes the random image is different from the way. In the front, there are different kinds of subjects, subsets like different range and series is very important. Let's repeat again. For every x is dot, this is use of the property of the whole space. The second theorem, the first three is just three proposition. Proposition means what? I think means the network error means just some property, and the theorem is what? It's also like the proposition. Okay, this is just some computational regulation. How to prove it is, this is very easy, and the second one is also easy, but how to prove the third equation? I think it's a little tricky. That is the one that means what? Means 1 minus 1. Okay, volunteers. So I think I should be too many people to come here. How to do something in a quiet environment. So many. Not so many people. Continue value the present now. Continue the third is about the right continuous. Is what one asks. Let's say something is a summation of someone, so that its summation is what is a This continual property, I think it's a little bit of tricky. Let's use the x minus 1 over n. Just a little, not really. Well, continues to be correlate is that some useful formulation. These are just use of some example is just to use how to use them to represent and then do some calculation. There are some solutions. The properties these are also talk about. This is just a description so that you use the description to back to refer to some information. We have enough information so that we can do anything around this field. Okay, here we go. As the following to the something else. Also there is some property with some property that when we do it, when it's things is decreasing, there are some of the judgment based on the. So there is another to try to learn about its property that we can do something. Okay, there is one important thing that x equals to 1 means what? Means f1 minus f1. What is this though? Is what? Is 1 word. I have a misunderstanding that in the continuous space there must be 0, but no, just a subtraction. Or there are some other. Or they come here. Stop for a minute. They go to somewhere, so I should speed up. Maybe, and so one in court, I should have a clear logic rather than just to avoid and then run away. I think I should use the chance of quiet and the chance of being bothered. Here goes there. The second part is about the distribution function a random variable that discrete random variable distribution function of different kinds of distribution function. There are two main parts. One part is discrete and the second part is continuous domain, and there are three main points: is 2 point and the two, how to say this, and the Poisson distribution. Observing definition of random variable that be if number of different value that is finite or counterly infinite. A random variable is said to be discrete time. Means what? It means the number of different values it can take is finite. Finite values of the different question can be called continuous if we may take uncountably infinite. When it comes to meaning in most cases, but sometimes it's not. Okay, here we go. There's some property that means that find the distribution function of x. When rows 0 means what is a summation, so that we can have also a projection from the events. They have enough information to with the help of our understanding, we can refer to this just very easy, but we should have a clear mind about the structure of X. Also, probability function or probability function, not the distribution function. Probability function is what is just a specific event probability function. Oh, this is the distribution function. This is the probability function. Also, it's called the probability function. Okay, this is what I have misunderstood. Okay, continue this time. There are several as the equals to 1, that is to say the must equals to 1. These are just equals to 1, there are several different. I think it's very simple because of the what we have understood. And if the distribution variable is the same as on the blackboard as on the black, find p dot f dot of random variable. Pf, the function of variable is same as on the blackboard. Same as the blackboard. What is the blackboard? This is just use the corollary or the theory or the proposition or the Okay, I just misunderstood all the concept about the PDF, DF, PF. PF and DF means what? In the discrete domain, they are different, but in the continuous random variable, they are f as the probability district density function. PDF is what? Density function. There are only distribution function and property function, and the PDF is only the probability density function. This is just a it's called PDF. There is a property that never be negative. This is a relationship between, I think it's what I have talked a lot, and the continuous random variable in mark, but they have continuous since random variable or dot wall without decision. I see the specific remark by using the recursion to after y in equation 2, there is something we need something. Okay, we got actually we may write that limited fx dmx. The what is that thus the derivative the f there dot x. Oh, fx is what is the density function. Please try it again. Not probably function divided by a changing. Okay, I just misunderstood all things. So let's repeat. F the density function, not the density function means what means the density. Density. What is the meaning of density? Per length have how much energy? Per length of events, how much of the probability? This is the F. I always misunderstood a lot. For that, this is some easy way to do this, but continuous resolution. This is just okay. Use some really easily property. Continuous to say into definition project distribution function. The range and the row of the range of x means what means is the space the rows means what. I think this rules is just be fixed. The range of means what means all the possible that it could take. The df distribution function is just the f, capital F. Not a rule. It's a rule, but it's just a representation. This is another rule. Because the random variable real value function and the composition also function, we can assert that if x is greater than y equal to g or x and g equal where g is the real value function divided on the variable. This is how man. This is a function of the. This is just the function of random variable. Random variable distribution function or distribution function. Oh, function of I never noticed this line. Is O function the distribution function of a random variable means what? I think this is the function of the variable function of variable. This is just we should continue to repeat again that the function of random variable. Okay, let's continue. This is just a really simple example about how to represent x squared in y equals to y squared. In this case, this one-way mathematical can find a general formula for the function. Okay, this is just I should be focused on this just simple. Just simple, simple example because this I think this just have a potential knowledge. But the potential and the PW is all this one and is I just think back about what I learned. I should speed up because I should do something 25 minutes. Don't be scared. Don't be embarrassed about the past. Not be embarrassed, just be how to say it, pity. Different function found in this group is x can to ygx. I think this is really interesting. X is 1 power 6, where p is y equals x is 1 to the 5. This is squared here. The bijectory transformation. X is what? Is the 1 over square. X is the 1 x formers. Oh, we shouldn't x squared. This is just the something that we should be. This is just that the transformation from one domain to another domain. There are important points that I have ignored a lot. The distribution function of random variable. Here also, what is 2x find the fy, the probability density function of y. Let y equals to 2x plus 1. This is just 1 y is to x equal to y minus 1 over 2. I think it's a representation, but it's just a transformation. Okay, this is just transformation, but then what we find is equal to 1 and 1 minus, then it is to say, for the probability density function solution 1y is 2. This is by differentiation we get. So I think there are methods to summarize this this question. So let's repeat. So when we have the density function, means what? Means in some domain it has some probability describe its probability distribution, so that when we change the variable from x to y, we should use the transformation from x to y. How to transform? Oh, there are some noise, but I should continue to do again. It just describe something with x, how to transform from x to y. First, when y has a relation to y, so I want to try to make y to x. No. The first thing that I have the definition formula that means what? Means this, and so that we can get a specific. Oh, this is just a sum of the domain of the related. This is just a related relation, not the whole, but a part of the fx. So that with the part of probability we can get. Was there someone? Oh, they are leave so that we can continue to do something. The distribution. So continue to that we can have some range, so that don't get the range, and also. Suppose that x is a continuous random fy if y is x squared, and so fy is and then find the proper fy for y is this, so that the y is not with the probability. Oh, it's very important that 1y is less than the fy, so that fy. This is a very interesting thing because there is no possibility. I think this is very important thing, so that you can get something. So when you get the x squared less than y,
so that you can get something that I'll use the result. Okay, so differential yields that you get this, but the logic that you use the representation first you use you exist the some range that not fit, and the second thing use the definition so that you fit this and use what we handled so that by the differentiation we get this. So the another means this is the distribution function method. Usually the transformation and transform events calculate obtain. But there are another theorem if fx plus gx equals to, this is the formula method. It uses a formula, but to have a final result directly. But there are some strict conditions that gx is strictly monomeric, increasing or monotonic differentiable. Then the random variable y divided by y at the PDF. Oh, just at this moment, I think of 20 years later, when I have a view, what would I do then? Oh, don't learn about them. Just trying to understand what I have speak. Suppose that yx is a strictly monomeric differentiable. This is just a remember that we use the representation of x use the y inverse y, so that by divided by the gy, if y not found some g, y if or x is defined to, oh, this is little abstract for me, whereas wrong that it had y is some error, but it's already some y. So it is the value such that x equals to y. So, oh, this is, I think it's really important. But there, I just need to give up, but don't. I should stick to best. Also continuous, then random y. This is the most important thing for me. What is the G inverter? Why is the so that G inverter is x equals to y square this is a representation of y, but it represents x, and this is the general y, but it uses x, so that you use the inverter to differentiation, but the operation is just on y. Y is just a signal assignment. Let's go ahead and write point this is so that it can use. So this is fx gy. So fy is what? Is fx gy by differentiation, so that we just do the double differentiation so that we get something. We use it so that x is equal to over or 1 over 2 times what? Times 8 over what's something? Oh, say this is 1 over 2 times what? Times there are 3 4 mice. Oh, there are 32. I think it's really interesting. Okay, so x and find the g1 to y minus n is just what? Equals to this. So that is one word is so scared for the supervise the word. My sense is really easy. So thank you very much. I think I learned. Hope you. So thank you.